Hi there. If you're an entrepreneur who's neurodivergent and you're constantly having new ideas, but they're being shot down in flames by other people within your circle, this video is for you. So my name's Nikki Butler, also known as the Autistic Joyologist. I was diagnosed autistic and ADHD in my mid-40s, and prior to that had over a decade of legal leadership, corporate experience, before now being well over a decade into being an entrepreneur and running my own businesses. And something that I experienced and that I know so many of you have also experienced is, particularly if you have ADHD, is you can be an incredible wealth of new ideas, of exciting opportunities, of projects, side quests, things that you really want to work on. You know, the creativity in your brain is popping and you're always coming up with new things. And if you're somebody that then shares that with other people in your circle, whether it's your partner, your family, your friends, peers, and you're constantly being shot down because you're always coming up with new ideas, and you know, somebody says, "Oh, not something else that isn't going to work," and that really affects your confidence, I want you to think about things a little bit differently. So first of all, it's amazing that you have all of these amazing ideas. Don't berate yourself or try and stop that creative flow. I know it can be really challenging to go off on side quests or get distracted, but you don't always have to stop yourself from doing that. So if you already run a business or you already have a plan for something that you want to achieve, a project within your current professional organisation, then having some clear goals to help you achieve that is really important. That's really what's going to keep you aligned to something you're currently working on. Having really clear goals that are aligned to your values, your passions, and you really understand your deeper why, that will keep you on track. But equally, if you are somebody that likes to go off down a bit of a rabbit hole and you have all of these creative ideas sparking and new ideas, then let them flow sometimes. So, you know, we're often told to rein it in, stop going on side quests, you know, stay attached to the plan or stay on the path. But there's huge value in letting your brain flow creatively. You might come up with some new ideas or some new ways of working or an inspiration that will help you in your current project. Or it might just be that one time that you let yourself go off on a wild tangent, that you find a business or a project that is your absolute forever project. Now, I talk from experience here. During my corporate career, I've always studied. I'm a prolific learner. I'm very inquisitive. I'm curious about things I don't know. So I've always been studying and doing, you know, various things. And I spent most of my adult life being ridiculed for that, with comments like, "Not another course that you're not going to use," or "What's the point of that? You've already got a job." And I became deeply ashamed of the fact that I was always learning. I didn't stop. I just did it in secret. Now, when I left corporate at the age of 36, I was really lost. My identity had been wrapped up in my legal career. I didn't really know what I was going to do. And I went through a process of setting up multiple businesses and hobby businesses. You know, I realised that I couldn't be somebody that was going to turn a hobby into a business after I, launched a business doing silver jewellery making and ceramic painting. Like, I set them up and closed them down because I wanted to keep my hobbies as my hobbies. As soon as you put a deadline and a commitment on that, it took a lot of enjoyment out for me. But I had so many different ideas for businesses, and again, the feedback from other people was often eye-rolling, not another idea that's not going to work. And my GoDaddy account for domains would make many people laugh. I own about 35, 40 different domains for businesses I've set up in my head. Sometimes I went as far as creating logos, having letterhead back in the day. Some I created blogs or websites and then shut them down. But I look back on that now and I love that and I embrace that, because in those moments, for me, it was pure joy. The hope, the positivity, the genuine belief that this was the one, this was the idea, was all encompassing for me. And if you are somebody that experiences that, please, please, please don't stop that. And if you're watching this and you have someone in your life that does this, let them have their moment, let them have their joy. They may well stumble on their forever project. I have two businesses that I adore, but I have probably got another 20 odd businesses that I'd got to some stage of setting up or never launching, but it was all part of the creative process. And if you are somebody that has all of these moments and has these ideas and feels like you don't have support available to you, some really valuable advice that I'd like you to take from this is to share your new ideas with somebody that you trust, with somebody that's going to encourage you. And many years ago, a coach said to me to imagine your new idea as this tiny, tiny little flame. You want to show it to somebody that is going to fan the flame, that's going to fan your enthusiasm, fan your ideas so that you feel able to just make that burn brighter, shine brighter. Don't share your ideas with somebody that's going to go and blow the flame out, somebody that's going to shoot you down, ridicule you, tell you that you're wasting your time. So pick and choose the people you're sharing these ideas with really, really carefully. Go out there, be brilliant, let your creative brain and mind wander, because the last thing you want to do is stifle it and suffocate it, because inevitably you'll just end up doing what you feel you should be doing or what others tell you to do, and you won't be fulfilled, you won't be happy. Go out there, be brilliant. Can't wait to see all of the ideas that you come up with, and I will see you really soon.